Hello and welcome to the Commander's Quarters, your Magic the Gathering source that helps you command your budget. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. We also have a ton of brand new t-shirt designs in stock, so make sure you check out those as well. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support. Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Quarters studio. Welcome to the show. So today's episode is going to be a bit different from many of my more usual episodes. Because on today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through what are, in my opinion, the cutest creatures in Magic. And of course, a huge thank you to my play group for sending me their picks, and a lot of those creatures made it into this list. Now, why am I doing this list? Well, number one, it's fun. Number two, I've done a couple of other lists, like, on creatures that are, really deadly or hard to kill. And this is kind of the exact opposite of this. This is just, hey, these creatures are cute, they're awesome, great art, and yeah, let's appreciate some cute creatures. First up, of course, there's got to be some dogs on this list because dogs are the bestest of boys, and some of the bestest of boys in Magic have got to be Spirited Companion and Rambunctious Mutt. I mean, what's not to love about Spirited Companion? It's playing with the little spirit things and running around with them. And then Rambunctious Mutt, of course, is just adorable, causing chaos in there, but just because it wants to play with what it thinks is a toy, but it's not. But yeah, you can't get mad at a dog, right? They're just adorable and playing, and they can get away with pretty much anything. Next up, let's talk about some more cute creatures with Canyon Jerboa and Squirrel Sovereign. Zendikar must just have some absolutely adorable mice because, I mean, just look at those giant ears and the big eyes and the stripe pattern. There's just, what's not to love about this mouse? And speaking of rodents, we've got Squirrel Sovereign, which of course is a squirrel noble, the most noble of squirrels. I mean, just look at how impressive and important this cute little squirrel looks. I mean, it's got like little horns and like little wings, but for ears, it's kind of just... It's something you don't expect to see on a squirrel, but it really works with it, and it's really cute. Moving on, though, one of the best smiles in Magic comes from this lizard with Basking Root Walla. I mean, I remember this from my childhood. Basking Root Walla just seems so happy to be in the sun. It's just like, hey, I'm here to hang out and sunbathe, and yeah, sure. I've got madness. Whatever. And of course, a card that will probably put a smile on your face, but a frown on your opponent's face is Spore Frog. Spore Frog is just a cute little, is that hair? Like hairy little frog? But I mean, it's just still adorable. Even though it's just causing a bunch of smoke to come out of its back, just look at that little grin. It's so cute. And yeah, your opponents probably won't be smiling too much when, you sacrifice this to fog the board and then get it back and then do it again and again and again. But yeah, it's so cute. Moving on, we've got some bestest boy cousins, or whatever you want to call them, but wolves. And of course, some cute wolves are Ferocious Pup and Fearless Pup. Just look how scary that Ferocious Pup is. Just ignore the mom behind it. But yeah, the Ferocious Pup is definitely so cute, just ready to play and pounce. And of course, then we've got Fearless Pup, which appears to be an arsonist of some sort. But yeah, Fearless Pup is absolutely adorable, just howling at the wind and just there to play. And look at the flavor text. Ow! Oh my goodness, I love it. And of course, there are even more cute baby creatures in Magic, like, baby dragons with Furnace Whelp and Sarkhan's Whelp. Furnace Whelp again just has that cute little grin just looking at you from the side, and it's got its little tail, and it's kind of chubby, and it's got small wings, and yeah, it's just staring right at you. And then, of course, we've got Sarkhan's Whelp, just this little guy just playing in this pool of lava like it's a bathtub. I mean, I guess that's probably like a bath for dragons, right? But yeah, just absolutely adorable. Everything about this is just fantastic. Moving on, two more baby creatures that I've got to bring up are Raptor Hatchling and Bear Cub. Raptor Hatchling is kind of like that Ferocious Pup art where you've got, this tiny little dinosaur with like the little feathers on it and just looks oh so fearsome, and it's like, arr! But then you look back and you see behind you, you're like, oh, uh-oh, Yeah, the big dinosaur's right behind it, so that's kind of scary, but just ignore that. Look at cute dinosaur right here with the big eyes and all the feathers. And then look at Bear Cub. I mean, they're just, everything about this art is adorable. You've got this tiny little curious bear just looking at this bee, just saying like, what in the world is that? And just sitting on this little hill, and ignore mommy in the background again. But yeah, just this bear just so curious, just looking at it, and ignore mommy in the background. She's not coming for you. Anyways. Next up, let's move on to some more magical creatures that do not exist but are still incredibly cute, with the bubbling beebles, bouncing beebles, and the Hylopatrias lemur. And again, that is not lemur. Lemur does not have an E at the end. I believe lemur is a D&D creature. Someone correct me below in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but anyways. Yeah, what is not to love about beebles? I mean, beebles look like they're straight out of an Unset, but they are not. They're in the Urza block, I believe. But yeah, these little, I don't even know how you describe them. They look like mischievous little cartoon characters that are just kind of like a jelly bean, but with a face and arms and legs and, you know, cute little ears, and yeah. What's not to love about these mischievous little beebles? And their name is even cute. And then, of course, I'm not even going to attempt that first part of the name again. Lemur. This thing is just so cute. I mean, you only see, like, part of it hiding behind, like, this side of the cliff. Ignore its giant claw, you know, for its feet. That's just to hold on to that cliff. It's got a little tail, little wings, and a mischievous little grin with some big eyes and big ears. And, yeah, this thing is just cute. But, yeah, I think this is a creature from D&D, so please let me know in the comments below again. And, of course, I have got to bring up the adorable and majestic Phelddagrif. Phelddagrif is one of my personal favorite commanders, and yes, what is not to love about this adorable hippo with wings? This lovely purple hippo just has a smirk on its face and not a care in the world. And of course, with that, I've got to bring up Questing Phelddagrif, which came out, I believe, 5 years after the original, and yeah, Questing Phelddagrif just looks like it's so happy to be flying around, and ignore, you know, how in the world it gets to flight with those wings, with its massive hippo body. But yes, it works. Just believe that it works. Moving on, of course, we've got some little artifact creatures that are absolutely adorable as well, with Brass Squire and Bottle Gnomes. Brass Squire is a mirror, and pretty much all mirror are cute, but this one probably takes the cake. I mean, look at this little guy. He's carrying around this giant sword, and he's like, "Here, I got this for you." Or however mirror talk. Anyways, Bottle Gnomes. Yeah, does these little guys just like strolling around, just like happy, you know, working together. And yeah, I don't know, is the gold one the leader? I've got no idea. But yeah, these things are just absolutely adorable. I picture them kind of being like, you know, like little like toys even, like, you know, they're definitely not massive, but they're like little gnomes that could probably just fit on your desk and just walk around, you know, while you're working. That wouldn't be distracting at all, right? That level of cuteness wouldn't be distracting. But next up, let's move on to some humanoid creatures with Gilder Bairn, Glimmer Bairn, and Fibbleflip the Lost. I don't know what in the world a bairn is. I mean, it is an oof, but I mean, it looks like it's just like a little dude that's just walking around, you know, dressed up in on the left side like a frog costume, and then on the right side like in a butterfly costume, and it's just so cute. With their little buckets too, just collecting things and walking around, and just, yeah, everything about these arts are just fantastic. And of course, Fibbleflip had to make this list. I mean, this is a homunculus that everyone's got to root for, right? Just absolutely adorable. Oh no! I'm just in the middle of all this chaos. How did this happen? And yeah, this is definitely a character that I would love to see make a return at some point. And yes, just absolutely adorable. Now let's move on to, say, some honorable mentions for this list, as these are, well, magic creatures, but they are tokens, but still they're adorable, so I decided to keep them in here. Anyways, we've got Catbird, which is a great name, Dinosaur Cat, another great name, and Cat Dragon, yet another great name. Yeah, apparently if you mix cats with other creatures, you just get a bunch of cuteness. I mean, Catbird looks absolutely ferocious, and birds better be very scared of Catbird, because it's gonna take to the skies and go take out all the birds. And then Dinosaur Cat just like kind of has like this little like plated kind of like armor on it, and then also like, you know, some big fangs too, and it's just so cute. And then Cat Dragon is just oh so ferocious. Better look out for the little Cat Dragon coming after you with its little like gold wristlets and its like little gold, I don't even know what you call that on the tail. Tail ring. There you go. But yeah, it's so cute and it's coming after you. And of course, some other kind of honorable mentions in a way are some unset cards with Adorable Kitten, Infernal Spawn of Evil, and of course, Infernal Spawn of Evil. An Adorable Kitten as well, I mean, the name just describes it pretty perfectly. It is adorable. Of course, next up we've got Infernal Spawn of Evil, which could definitely not be evil, right? I mean, it's a little mouse with a little cup of coffee, and it's just definitely not a massive evil creature. And then, of course, Infernal Spawn of Evil is even more adorable. I mean, you've got yet another mouse. I mean, Mouse now has a mouse child, looks like, and both still have, you know, their hot chocolate with marshmallows in there. And the little baby mouse even has, like, a bottle with the actual hot chocolate in it, and the marshmallow inside the bottle, which doesn't seem like it would work out too well, but it's absolutely cute. Next up, another kind of honorable mention, which was very much designed to be cute, is the Secret Lair with the cats in it, with Miri, Leonin Warleader, and Regal Caracol as three that I definitely want to highlight. Miri is just like chewing on her own sword for whatever reason, but just in an adorable way and kind of playing around in some ropes, and yeah, they're just absolutely cute. And then Leonin Warleader, I mean, look out for this like pack of just absolutely adorable cats. I mean, if you can see in the background, I mean, you've got the one in the foreground, like, that's actually attacking you. The other one that's, like, very serious. And then you've got, like, a doofy one on the right that's, like, tripping, it looks like. And then you've got another one that's just waiting to pounce on the left. And then the very far back, you've got one that's, like, just playing with a butterfly instead. So I guess that makes sense because you've got, like, two attacking, right? And just, you know, the other two not doing anything. And then Regal Caracol, you just got, you know, this big cat that's just sitting on, you know, the throne. And it's just, like, tired of it. With the other two cats that are just playing around instead. So yeah, this is just pretty perfect. And of course, with a Secret Lair as well, one final card that I want to highlight is a Squirrel token. And yeah, what is not adorable about this Squirrel token? This squirrel is just living its best life, and your opponents, if you're playing a game against them, you know, this Squirrel token, there's no way they would ever try to take it out, right? It's just too adorable to take out, so swing away. They're not going to block. But of course, as this episode is coming to a close, it's time for me to hear from you. What do you think about these absolutely cute and adorable creatures? And what creatures did I miss that are cute and adorable that you would have mentioned? So yeah, comment below with that. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one.